Welcome back, creatures of the night, to another episode of Lovely Little Dolls, a Vampire the Masquerade 20th Anniversary Chronicle. I am, as always, Leah, your GM, and here we have...
I am A. I will be playing Box tonight, your late-night talk shows host who hates to be outside.
I am Tom Johnson, the vampire for the people.
I am Victor Castile. Just another plastic surgeon trying to help the fine citizens.
And my name is Andrew, and tonight I will once again be playing Kevin Hopkins, the Elevator La Sombra.
Where we last left this group, they had thwarted a hunter threat to the Portrait Gallery Elysium, and had been successful in capturing 2 out of the 3 hunters. The next night, the other group went in and interrogated those hunters, and one of them has been destroyed, and another has been brought to the Tremere Chantry as a new ghoul. This group will now have a few nights to themselves, as you haven't been given anything immediately that you need to do. So, as you have 3 or 4 nights to conduct your own affairs, what are each of you doing?
I'll go first, if y'all don't mind. Fantastic. Box spends his nights working, his late-night talk show. Smiling face, many a quip if he can muster it. Otherwise, he spends his days trying to feel like a person again. Mostly staying at cafes and still not wearing the mask, meeting fans. For a few days, when there's nothing, he feels like a person, a normal person. Hurts a little bit, but what's life without chronic pain? And then he gets the call back, and then he suddenly remembers that he has to go back. And he does, begrudgingly.
Tom spends his nights with background deals with various other low-level DCAs, trying to rebuild a network that doesn't overlap too much with his old one.
Victor throws himself into both the arts, choosing to spend some time when he's not working helping clients in the club scene for a while, changing his ensemble, schmoozing with people in the scene, looking to see if there's potential clients, but not really pressing if no one seems in need. Just enjoying the thrum of life.
Kevin has a bit more of a personal project. He's still trying to start slowly getting used to having to work a lot more nights when it comes to maintenance stuff, trying to find a way to be an independent contractor. But his big personal pet project is to permanently set up a more secure haven for himself inside of the mall. And he's basically trying to turn it into a bit more of a fortified complex. So he's taking scrap bits of iron, discarded materials from the leftover construction, anything that he could swipe from like scrap and junkyards, and using his enhanced strength is trying to fortify his haven to kind of set himself up for the long haul.
All right, Kevin, can you make me a let's call it a wits plus technology to represent your efforts working on your haven. Difficulty 6.
You got it. That is going to be 2 successes.
All right, so you make some progress. Keep track of those successes somewhere. I'll tell you when you get to a certain number.
You got it.
And a few nights pass, almost a week. It is now a Friday night in the early autumn. It's not quite sundown yet, but Box, in that small amount of time that you actually sleep, you have a dream. In your deathly slumber, you see figures forming that you can't quite make out. At the center of a ring is a silhouette wreathed in flame that reeks of sulfur. As you look at them, you hear the clang of swords clashing. A crowd bearing torches struggles to get into that ring, not caring what they burn along the way. And just outside it, another figure whispers into the crowd's ears. That figure, the whispering one, looks directly at you, and while you can't make out a face, you can tell that they are incredibly irritated. They raise a hand with the utmost of elegance and point directly at you. The crowd turns to lock their collective eyes on you, and you wake up.
It's not a good morning. Unfortunately, most mornings aren't good mornings. Thank God it's night. Fuck, nights aren't that good either. He wakes up in sort of like a groggy flash. There's still a moment of like mental recollection as he tries to figure out whether that was a dream or a dream. And honestly, he can't tell at this point. He takes out a notebook from under his bed that has definitely fallen there. Probably was on the side of his bed the entire time, and writes very semi-coherently everything that he can recollect. Sulfur, crowd, frenzy, people. Oh fuck, my phone! And then he sort of scrambles over to his phone and like fumbles it in his hand and tries to see why the fuck he's up at this hour.
It is now just barely sundown, and the rest of you are rising for the evening. And shortly after you wake, Victor, you get a text from Maisie. And Frank, you get a text from Lila.
I reach in, I pull out not the most modest phone, but then again, not the latest phone either. And I go and I look at it.
Both of you have received messages to the effect of the Bruja Primogen, Bernard Wicks, is interested in meeting with you and discussing the hunter situation. If you could take the rest of your group, and he said, well, he told me, Maisie tells Victor, he told me that he'd be waiting on the benches by the metro station exit on the mall.
Understood. I'll gather and get everybody on the way. I pop open my phone and immediately hit the group chat. We've got a meeting to attend to. Metro by the mall. Everybody try to be of proper etiquette.
You get a thumbs down emoji, and then a deleted message, and then a crying emoji, and then a deleted message, and then a thumbs up emoji. And he says, "Sorry, my cat was on the phone." He does not own a cat.
Kevin just says, "See you there."
A simple "can't wait."
Can't wait.
This coterie is a wide array of emotion.
We truly are.
I mean, we're meeting someone important. Anything could happen. So Tom goes and, spiffs up, grabs one of his nicer suits, and will hop onto the metro. I imagine it takes him 10 to 15 minutes to get to the nearest stop, and then probably about 30 from various connections to get to the one he needs to get off on.
Victor very much does effectively the same, just trying to take the most efficient, quickest route to get there as to be as quick as he can to the meeting place.
The metro stop on the mall, you assume they probably mean the Smithsonian Metro, which is the one that lets her out directly onto the National Mall.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy enough to get to, and as we have established, in the world of darkness, the metro runs 24 hours a day.
Wait, in Go City funding?
It's almost like vampires are interested in keeping it open.
And
It's useful. It's useful.
I mean, nothing is more appetizing than when you are left alone in a train and there's, your perfect victim waiting for you. Nowhere to go. Sealed off. Delicious.
And
Just
so,
be mindful of the cameras.
one way or another, all four of you make your way to the Smithsonian Metro, and you come out on the National Mall. It is lit up at night, and particularly the Washington Monument. It is illuminated, and it keeps it from ever being too truly dark out here. There are so many lights.
His eyes are so blue.
I hate the fact that I constantly have to wear my sunglasses. Even in this, I have. Why
Even
do
at
they
night, you're
need
still
the
wearing them.
industrial strength spotlights? We get it. It's a giant monument.
I like to imagine you're like complaining to us on the subway about how they use industrial lights. And we're all just sitting there looking at you. You haven't breathed for a minute of the conversation. No one's responded. Calling it a conversation is too kind, actually.
Just irritated with the amount of high-end spotlights on that thing. Just
So,
migraine medication's not a thing.
you come up the escalator, and as you exit onto the mall, seated alone on one of the benches outside the metro station is a man dressed in a casual, somewhat professorial style, his nose in a book. The first thing you notice about the man who truly could only be the person waiting for you, as there is no one else here, is that he looks completely human. He looks extraordinarily humane.
Can I take a quick look around us to make sure nobody else is watching our interaction before we start meeting up with this guy?
Sure, make me a perception plus alertness, difficulty 6.
You got it. Because, we're dealing with hunters, so let's scope out the scene before we have somebody else try to film us. 4 successes.
There is no one else around, almost suspiciously so. It's almost like this was arranged.
Okay. He does good work.
Does he look as humane as I do?
Yes.
Oh. Box kind of like wrinkles the like box head a little bit and kind of like awkwardly lingers to the side. Like a dude who has a crush on a chick in high school but doesn't know how to talk to her. It's exactly that vibe. Like.
And as you come up the escalator, still chatting a little amongst yourselves, the man looks up. He catches eyes of you and he smiles. It is not that predatory, I'm going to toy with you smile you keep seeing on elders around here. It is, for all you can tell, a gentle, genuine smile, like he's genuinely pleased to see you.
I return the smile in kind, as always, and walk up, and I will give, I think, a little bow, given his stature, and will introduce myself. Tom Johnson, at your service.
Tom, good to meet you. And the rest of you are?
Yes, Bernard. I am Victor Castillo. Maisie said you desired to speak with us.
I did, yes. And as he speaks, Box, for the briefest moment, you get a sensation that has been badly dulled by your embrace. You haven't truly experienced it properly since before you were kindred. You experience the sensation of salt on your tongue. And then it fades.
He is alarmed, comforted, some mix of the two. It's first a sense of familiarity, something kind, like a blessing. And then it's followed by an understanding that all blessings come at a cost. And his head sort of whips around the crinkling of the box as the others begin to talk. As he tries to look for what did it, try to parse in the room what occurred. He probably doesn't find purchase, but he tries to.
And he gets to his feet and beckons to you and says, "Come, let's walk. I prefer to talk while I walk."
Very well.
There's no one really out here tonight. I made sure of that.
I must say I'm impressed. Cleared
I
out
have
at least.
where I need it.
Yeah.
So,
Clearing out.
I'm told you were taking something of point on investigating an issue with some hunters, shall we say.
Indeed.
I was hoping you might be
Yeah.
able to tell me about that. And he leads you walking down the mall just at a comfortable, lazy pace in the direction of the Washington Monument.
Mall cell, seemingly well-coordinated, rehearsed movement patterns. Predictable to a degree, although they clearly had a good amount of fallback contingencies. Which is why, as was reported, one of them managed to evade capture. Though we did have them flagged in the metro system in the hopes that we could get them picked up and brought in. but no word has come back on that as of yet, I'm afraid. I hope
see.
the other investigators got something from the two we did catch.
I see. I'll have to get in touch with them as well. Yes?
Excuse me. Hi. They were definitely puppeteer. No, they were assembled by someone in the back. We dealt with like low tier goons. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
lower guys.
I think what my friend is trying to establish is this was clearly an individual cell of some more organized group. These were very fresh young folk who clearly were not fully aware of what they were trying to hunt.
I see. Still.
A probing cell, I would
Hmm.
say, might be an accurate description of them.
A pawn to test the line, maybe. What were your thoughts on the situation? Please speak freely. There's no reason to feel intimidated. Please speak as you would to anyone else.
My thoughts are that for a group like that, whomever is, to take the already used terminology, whoever is puppeteering them likely has more than just us in mind. This was a test. This was not a true attempt. They were looking for what kind of reaction they would get. They would not have taken so long taking all of these pictures otherwise.
I actually disagree.
What is your opinion?
What we were dealing with I think, were people who didn't actually have any context, didn't know what was happening, didn't exactly know any of the details. They just had a job and a rendezvous point, like bare minimum, right? Now, getting that kind of pictures on a day-to-day basis, while disruptive, is easily ignored. Like, they were attempting to be stealthy, but they couldn't tell the people anything enough. Because if you tell the people the gig, if they get caught, which they will, because they're people, you're fucked. So they were like, hey, go to this place, take some photos, these guys suck, don't die about it. By the way, they may be dangerous, so don't be suspicious. I think that they were puppeteered by a guy who is a part of another group. We dealt with the people who would give us the least amount of information because they didn't want us to know. Mm-hmm. What I saw, I saw isn't really the way I put it. What I saw what I saw happen was these guys being interconnected on a wire scale. I'll just say that, you know.
We were dealing with crash test dummies.
Yeah.
That's a good explanation.
You're the one the prince calls Box, yes? I figured from the box.
Yeah, that's me!
Are you a seer? We have few in this city.
I don't like using that word. It makes me sound schizophrenic. But sure, yeah, cool. Yeah, just like don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. He like looks at the other three. He looks so non-threatening. It's just like it's just a point. Don't tell anyone. It's private.
You have no issues from me.
What the heck is a seer?
There are those who have their eyes open to certain portents and connections. It's more common among the Malkavians, but as I was aware you were not a Malkavian.
Okay. Okay.
It is not unheard of among kindred. In fact, it is a fairly well-documented phenomenon.
Box does this thing where he immediately takes account of all exits in the room. And then he goes very quiet, sort of just hides behind someone else. Whoever's the tallest.
So
Is there anything else?
We're in a park, wide open space, and you're like,
Yeah.
where are the exits?
Yeah.
Everywhere.
He's like, where are the exits? Does a scan. Fuck. In that order.
We
I'm sorry,
did make it a point.
Didn't intend to upset you.
It's fine. We're good. It's all good. We're good.
We did confiscate the devices that they had on hand, their phones and the like. My hope is that messages can be traced, that transmissions can be followed, perhaps lead us back to wherever they were sending the information.
Good. Well, if you haven't been told it already, you've done well.
I'm glad.
You're the latest crop of objects of interest for His Grace, aren't you?
That would be a fair assessment, I think.
I had a feeling.
If that's
He picks his new favorites is the wrong word. Toys is a better word. He picks new toys every now and then. The best thing you can do is let him build you connections and don't do anything to anger him. If you let him, he will set you up for a fairly effective position in kindred life. He will be...
Just good to know.
Well, no one heard me say this, but he will be a bit insufferable as he does it. But if you mind yourself, you can get something out of this.
Good to know that growth can still continue.
Growth, yes. Tell me, what are you hoping to do? I take an interest in the neonates of this city. I feel too few elders properly do. Tell me
I
a little about
can't
yourselves,
speak.
even if you want to.
I have always had an eye for details and a desire to see others happy and at their best. To that avail, I studied the arts in school and also a great deal of medicine.
Interesting.
Decided that plastic surgery might be a good way to help those who ended up in unfortunate circumstance. Burn victims, people that are victims of accidents. I mean, I help others, obviously, as well, but those were the motivations behind it. I'd like to think that it can still be something I manage even now. Have been able to so far, anyway. Just change the hours of operation.
Don't lose touch with that. I have existed, I won't say lived, but I have existed for longer than I care to recount anymore. But the most important thing you can do is stay in touch with what you cared about before.
That makes sense.
Honestly, I'd say for me, if I could be blunt, Primogen,
Of course.
I'd prefer not to end up dead for the crime of being smacked upside the head with a shovel.
I heard about that incident. I am very sorry that that happened to you. I hope you are able to make the best of it.
What's the phrase? Hope springs eternal?
Yes.
But quite frankly, I am just trying to make the best of whatever this is, as well as figure out how not to end up on somebody's naughty list for the crime of existing.
You are Lasombra, yes?
That's what I've been told.
Yes. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but by ending up on one side's good list, you will end up on the other side's shit list, as it is. You can't escape it entirely. The best thing you can do is find out what matters to you and give it everything you have. Because no matter what you do, someone will want to come for you.
Well, with any luck, by the time somebody decides to come knocking at the door, I'll be able to answer it.
If there's anything I can do, if you need teaching in certain things, if you need to be able to defend yourself better, I, again, like I said, take an interest.
I appreciate that, Primogen. I'll keep it in mind.
Good to know that there are those that appreciate the passing on of knowledge. That's good.
I am a teacher in many ways. My clan was not always the punks and the rebels. We were once warrior scholars who cared deeply for philosophy and humanity. But times have changed, and, well, I am something of a relic. What about you two?
Let me go. You take a moment. Well, there was once upon a time where I had higher aims than to be a congressional aide. I had almost a successful bid to be a House rep, and then you wake up at night, you know? I'm just trying to find my way post embrace, and I'm still trying to figure out where I fit in here with that big puzzle.
I see. Well, you are the prince's great-grandchild, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I don't like to lean on family lines, but that is true.
I see. There are pitfalls with your clan that I've seen over the years. Many fall into arrogance and view themselves practically as gods. If not gods, then kings. The best I can tell you is you will live longer if you stay humble. And remember that while we may be creatures of the night, at our minds, at our cores, we are still mostly human. We are not gods. I'm sure you're not there yet, but remember that in the decades to come.
Oh, I'll keep it pinned right here, right next to my heart.
Mm.
Would you like to add something, Box?
Nope.
Oh, go
I'm good.
on. I have heard a little bit about you, and I will admit I am curious.
He looks at the others. Do you mind if I get close?
Of course.
Go ahead.
He gets closer to Bernhard, and to the point where they're a few feet away, and he's away from the others. And he you can see the eyes in his box mask. He goes, "I don't want to fucking be here. This place is terrifying. These people are terrifying. They kind of just kill people often." Terrifyingly. I don't really want to be a part of the system. I don't really want to be a plaything. I don't really have a choice here. I didn't really want to be this. My goal is to eventually go home and have a nice. I can't eat anymore, but maybe a cup of coffee, black coffee. That's my goal. Go home, maybe go back to work, watch Yo Gabba Gabba for the 20th time. I don't really have an ambition. I kind of wasted all of that. I'll be honest with you. And I kind of know that I'm on thin ice. So if you can not tell other people about me, that would be great. The fact that the prince already told so many people about me is terrifying. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got going for me. He starts taking a few steps back.
Tell me, Box.
Mm-hmm.
Are you afraid?
Yeah. Every day, every moment, every night.
And what do you do about that?
Deal.
What if you could do more than deal?
I don't think I can be turned back into a person.
No, you can't, unfortunately. But
yeah, so
there were times long ago when we didn't have to live like this. There were times when kindred and human could live side by side and share each other's lives. I dream myself of seeing those times come back, but there are so few of us left to remember them.
Might I inquire how to say what caused the shift away from that if things were seemingly amicable, at least to some degree?
War, destruction, shifts in the mortal mindset, and power shifts among kindred. And from time to time, things not always being what they seem.
That is very understandable.
Wait, rewind a little bit for me. You're saying back in the day, kindred and human walked around city streets like it was nothing?
Well, in certain times and certain places.
Huh.
I'm surprised there wouldn't be more murder then.
Probably was.
It was
Yeah,
not
I mean, it was-
a perfect society, but it was better. And there
If
was,
they were
for
capable
a
of
time,
walking amongst
peace.
each other. Interesting.
I don't-
That is-
I don't know. I know that there's the most haunting thing about living in this world is knowing that there is something bigger than us
Yes,
that
it's
could
frightening, isn't it?
choose to kill us at any given time. And I guess some of this is the prince, but some of it is something else. I don't know what it is, but I know it's there.
Fox, will you tell me something? I understand your fear, and I understand how perhaps it is more immediate now, but truthfully, didn't you have that same fear as a human before you knew any of this?
Not like this. No,
When you think
not-
about
not-
it, governments, wars, the nuclear bomb.
Yes, but I knew I could understand them. I knew if I put time and effort, they would not become these alien concepts and become tangible. Like something you could hold, not something.
Oh.
Oh.
Fear of the unknown.
Don't put it like that. You make me sound.
But you can
No.
study this.
Would you like to
Fox?
learn?
Can I? Is
They
that
were just
possible?
offering to teach us.
Mhm.
If you're willing, I don't really have anything to offer besides a dream journal, I guess.
You
I'm not sure that's
have more to
valuable.
offer than you realize.
Okay.
And I would not ask all of it. In truth, I ask very little. I find many modern kindred disappointing. And I would see that the kindred of the future disappoint me less.
It's okay if I ask.
Of
Permission.
course.
What do you find disappointing about those of us in our particular cohort?
In this group,
Well, not this group, but more like those of us that are more, what's the term for like our age kind
neonates.
of dudes?
You're
There
a
you
little
go.
more-
Thank you.
You're a
thank
bit more than fledglings now, but you are neonates.
you. Okay, there you go.
I find that too many of them immediately scrabble for power without thinking of what they're going to do with it and what effect it's going to have on the world around them. They simply seek power for power's sake. Your
Like the
sire,
dog chase-
Tom. She isn't a bad person, but she lost the prince's favor, well, plaything status 10 years ago when she's done nothing in the time since then but fight to get it back. Fight for that little scrap of power, even if it means putting herself under someone else's thumb. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to move society. But when it's all that matters to you, there are too many kindred like that. There is more to the acquisition of power than simply, I want it because I want to have it. And there are too many kindred that don't understand that. I want it because the other people have it, and I want it because it looks nice, and I want it because I want to be comfortable, and I want it because I could go on. But power is not the end. Power is a means. Instead of simply thinking, I want to be powerful, or I want to grab every shred of it that I can, what is the end? What is the goal? What is the reason?
Well, it certainly sounds like you have a goal in mind. Do you care to tell us yours?
I have many goals. I have had them over the millennia. My goal at present is to shape the world in a way that I see as closer to the dream I once had.
A good goal. A hard goal, but anything worth having is often difficult.
Yes?
Shaping societal programming in a positive way is often the most difficult. To shape it destructively or with fear is the easy way out, but to create something beautiful, to create something that I believe is the intention of your dream, is a long and faceted task, but a worthy one.
Mm. There are those who, many among kindred, who think dreams like mine are, well, at best, a violation of the masquerade. But I believe if we played our cards right, if we sowed the seeds of fruitful discourse and a peaceful society, there could, one night, be a future where the masquerade was unnecessary. I don't expect that to come anytime soon. But if I simply stop working towards it because I don't expect it to come anytime soon, then it will never come.
You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
I am very, very old. I am accustomed to waiting for things to pan out. And part of achieving my goal requires that I serve as a teacher, because I can't accomplish it alone.
Well, I think with all of those introductions aside and your philosophy laid before us, it does seem as though you did call us here for a reason.
Yes.
Is the reason to provide us tutelage alone, or is there something more immediate you had in mind?
The reason was that I saw Everett Pierce gathered together another group of hapless, impressionable neonates, and I simply wanted to impress upon them that Pierce's way is not the only way.
I see.
If you have questions of me, I would be happy to answer them.
You were a toy once.
I was a toy once a very, very long time ago, not of Pierce, but I have been a toy of many over my years of existence. I have
How
not
did
been
you
one
know
of
the
Pierce's
prince?
toys.
How did you know that about the prince? All of this, I guess.
I have served as His Grace's primogen nearly as long as he has been prince. I recognize his patterns.
How old are you? Sorry, I know I probably shouldn't.
Do you
ask.
want the actual answer, or do you just want a ballpark estimate?
I honestly, I think for the sake of my health, a ballpark estimate. I don't really want to know the number.
I am in my now 3rd millennia.
Okay. Oh wow. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to have that. I'm gonna like once again like move. By the way, this man is like 6'1". Whoever he's moving behind is probably shorter than him, so he's like very still visible behind the person, with like his arms crossed, like visibly a little embarrassed.
Box, you're not going to be able to hide behind me, especially with the
I'm
box.
trying. Don't judge me.
It's not going to work. It's not. It's not. Color me impressed.
There
Very
are
interesting.
few survivors of my particular path through this world. But I do still exist, and I am here. And I intend to make the most of that.
Fair enough.
And at my age, part of making the most of that is passing on what I know.
Well then. Primogen Wix, at least on my part, I'll be happy to reach out if you require any assistance.
Of course, I'm happy to assist.
What do you make of the situation of those scouts? Given your long life, you surely have some thoughts of your own as well on the matter?
It is suspicious that they went directly for Elysium. It makes me think that it was not their first probe.
You think we got a mole?
Unless, if it is their first probe, then they are getting information from somewhere.
So you think we got a mole?
It's possible.
This is gonna be fun.
It feels almost like they were going there so often not to scope the place, but as if they were looking for something, someone.
That is
You wouldn't need so many pictures of a place. Once you've went around it 3 or 4 times, you should surely have all of the images you would need, especially with 3 people.
I mean, hell, these days you just need to take advantage of Google Maps. They track everything, especially around here.
Are you guys saying that there was like espionage, like inner espionage?
It would make a certain degree of sense if these guys either got somebody in or someone's talking.
Yeah, that, you know what that sounds like?
Or someone got followed to the building at some point.
Box.
Yeah.
Nothing
Definitely
is
seems
above
to
your
me-
pay grade when it comes to survival. If you declare it above your pay grade, it will take you as you are below its.
I know, I just don't want to interact with politics. Okay, we should get to know the political landscape of the
I just want to mention, politics is life. Every relationship between individuals is politics. You
I don't like
live-
thinking about
you-
it.
At this point, the only way I breathe is through politics.
Well,
And
know
I
that,
suppose in a
man.
sense, it's the only way you breathe as well.
The way that I think I see this is we have, for lack of a better term, a gradient here. You, Tom, are very much more leaning towards the realm of politics, whereas you, Box, might give us the more outside the beltway perspective. If I can,
You were
use
gonna
the
say
term.
outside the box. You were gonna say outside the box.
I
I knew you
actu-
were gonna say outside the box.
I was going to say beltway because of a play on terms of DC politics, but it also works. But
Just remember, all of you, no matter what side of that spectrum you fall on, every act you take is inherently political. You cannot escape it. The best you can do
Guys-
is be aware of it and keep yourself safe.
Guys, you know what this means? We have to attend gatherings now.
time to play
Ugh.
chess.
No, I'm so bad at chess. You keep beating me in chess. I'm never gonna learn how to be good at it.
Would you
Vertigo?
like to learn?
Axis and allies?
You know what? It sounds like we have a lot to talk about amongst ourselves. It was fabulous meeting you.
Of course.
If we had to
Here,
get to
let me
contact,
give you
what
my
would be the
card.
best way?
Let me give you my card so you can contact me if you need to. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out very crisp business cards that
Mhm.
look less like something you'd see for a politician or a businessman and more something you'd see for a university professor.
Fair enough.
And he hands
Makes
them
sense.
out to each of you, and they have his contact information on them.
I take it and I tuck it into a breast pocket.
In the wallet.
Huh. What would they be looking for?
Well,
What could they be looking
thank you.
for?
Of course.
We will be on our way. This has been most enlightening, and we will be in touch.
Of course, I am quite easy to contact. I have learned my way around phones.
Yes. I think you beat some of our senators there.
If
Not
one
wrong about
wishes
that
to live and exist in the future, one must invest in it and one must take part in it.
And adapt to it.
Yes. Well, I will let you get on your
Mutability
way.
is survival.
All right.
Have a good night, all of you. Be safe. And remember what I said.
You as well, sir.
And he simply walks away in the direction of the Washington Monument.
I'll imagine we're just going to start making our way back towards the Smithsonian Metro entrance.
Do you think he was manipulating us?
No doubt in my mind. I imagine you're talking once we're a good distance
Mhm.
away.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to mention he was trying to sell us on a perfect world where our victims would walk hand in hand with us.
Well, don't call them victims.
I mean, it is
you're not
certainly,
wrong there.
what would you call the people that you go and consume their blood on a nightly basis?
I don't know. People.
I don't call them friends myself. Well,
You're a politician. You, if you were a human, I think you would still call them victims. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Just, and I mean that with respect. Politics scare me, but if it's true that it might be an inside job, is there a gathering tonight? I guess.
I don't actually know if kind of
I-
letting the heat die down.
I pop open my phone and call Maisie. Or
Okay.
attempt to call Maisie.
It rings a few times, and then she picks up and says, "Hello, Victor?"
Yes, something's a bit on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Before those, freelancers were taking pictures, was there anyone of note, perhaps an outsider or someone highly influential that made an appearance that hasn't made as much of an appearance since?
Not that I've noticed.
I wonder if the photographers or the people piloting them may have been not necessarily looking at the building, but looking for something, for someone.
That is fairly in line with what we got out of the two we captured.
You don't need so many pictures of a building if you're casing the building. You just don't.
I don't want to bring it all up over the phone. I worry about security.
Understood.
But,
Merely some concerns I wish to voice.
yes, well, there are a number of us gathered at the Elysium tonight. If you wanted to drop in.
It wouldn't be in poor taste or etiquette, I do hope?
I don't believe so. Elysium is for everyone. It's in fact against the rules to turn anyone away. Or at least any kindred.
Very good. Just making sure. Trying to mind my P's and Q's, as it were. Unique things as they are these nights.
Of course. Well,
I'll
if you'd
confer
like to
with
come-
the coterie.
if you'd like to come, we'll be here until an hour or two before dawn. I think we
Understood.
roughly have things secured once more, though our security measures have been heightened. But, if you'd like to, well, you know, you've got to make your way in society eventually, and Elysium is a good place to do that.
Indeed. I'll confer with the others. I think at the very least we should, how would you say, swap notes of the situation?
Of course. I think that would be a good idea. We did get some further information again from the ones that we captured.
Good. That might illuminate some things. I'll let you go for now, milady. I'll hope to see you shortly, as long as the others are amicable.
Of course. Well, we'll be here if you decide to drop by.
Very good.
All right.
Till then.
Till then. She hangs up.
We can go and trade notes on their findings of the situation. Maisie says we can arrive at Elysium should we so desire. I feel like it would be in our best interest to at least learn the results of the endeavor.
Makes sense. I do have a question to ask, though.
Yes.
How is dear old mom?
Maisie is fine. She seemed to be pretty happy.
Dear old mom.
A little concerned,
You know-
but happy.
Fair enough.
I do think it would behoove us to know that information, because I feel like some people expect we already know it. Bernard specifically. So yeah, let's get that information post haste.
All right, into the tunnels we go. I swear to God, if one of you guys doesn't have enough money in your Metro card again, I'm going to kick your ass.
I have money.
I have plenty of funds. Was money a problem for somebody?
We all slowly turn to one man.
Are you projecting?
I'm projecting. I have money.
No, not you. I think we all have reasonable paying fares, except for Mr. You better pay your metro.
Well, I have to have a little bit of fun now, don't I?
Right.
You know,
So where are we going?
we're gonna go back to Elysium, where Maisie was.
Oh.
Box, where Maisie was.
No, okay. No, I know where that is. I'm not 12. I'm a grown man.
Do you remember where we went before
You know,
we went after those hunters?
You're carrying a bit further. This is news to me.
We're going back there.
Let's just go to Elysium. I don't usually go to Elysium. It's always so crowded, and everyone there sucks. Like, I don't know how to put it more eloquently. It's just.
I want to mention, we all suck a little bit.
Boo!
By
If I had tomatoes,
definition.
I'd throw them at you.
By definition.
Oh, I needed that.
Yes.
All right, let's make our way there. Kevin, did you ever get any information back about the posting that we did on that third individual?
I hadn't as of yet, but I'll take a look and see while we're riding through if anything popped up.
Okay. Just in case, it's something to keep an eye on.
Fair. Didn't see anything over the past couple of nights, but who the hell knows with logistics and infrastructure.
Correct.
So yeah, as we're riding along the metro, Kevin's gonna use his the access he set up and trying to see if anything popped as far as our mystery hunter.
All right, so make me a make me an intelligence plus investigation difficulty 6.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Do you need help?
I was gonna say, would I be able to spend a point of willpower to get an automatic success?
Yes, you may do that.
Cool, I'm gonna do that because investigation is not my normal forte. But so it goes, so it goes. I am very glad that I spent that point of willpower because that's 2 successes.
All right, 2 successes with the willpower.
Yes.
Okay, so you do figure out she was she was caught on camera, but was not apprehended.
Mm-hmm.
She was caught on camera leaving the College Park station.
And when was this?
This was 2 nights ago.
Okay. I'll kind of note down that information and let everybody know, like, well, I just checked. She did pop back up. She got off about 2 nights ago. She popped up at College Park. Which tracks if these are a bunch of freaking college kids. But it seems like that's the last time she popped up on their radar. They didn't grab her or anything.
Unfortunate.
Just facial recognition popped.
Yeah.
It was
So at least-
rather late at night, and there were not as many people there to immediately apprehend
Respond.
her.
Right. The night guard guy's probably taking a nap in his booth.
Possibly.
But at the very least, it gives us a potential destination to start our own hunt.
I wonder if they were using Metro cards or if they were getting their tickets in cash.
Cash. I think they were smart enough to use cash.
Maybe.
If you'd like to
either
check, we can always do so.
Box,
can
Box,
find that
could you
out.
could you make me an intelligence plus wits roll?
Oh god, I'm not a very intelligent man.
Difficulty
I am a very
7.
intelligent man.
Difficulty 7.
I take it back. That's a 6. That's a 6.
6 on the die pool.
That difficulty 7.
Difficulty 7.
Are 10s here pops or
They
not?
count twice. Count twice.
So that is 5. That is 6 successes out of
You
a
remember that
6
flash of
dice
insight
roll.
you had a few nights ago that the turnstile is important.
Hold on, just a minute. My headphones just fucking cut out because that's the best time when things cut out. Please circle back to me. I hate my
are
life.
you back on yet?
Testing 1, 2.
You good?
I'm experiencing technical difficulties.
Okay.
Give me like a minute.
Alright.
The
Well, we
moment
will-
when
I think we've reached a good point for let's end this particular episode, and we will pick up here next time on another episode of Lovely Little Dolls. Thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good night.